talent will always get you second, third, fourth, 17th chances in this world, and especially in the NFL. And the Vikings could use some help at wide receiver. Notably, we need a big outside, potentially deep threat presence. So, Josh Gordon? Question mark. The off-suspended Josh Gordon. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little chit-chat. So, quick background on Josh Gordon. 6'3", 225. He just turned 29 in April, which blew my mind. It feels like he's been in the league for like 20 years. Been suspended for most of it too, but yeah. Former second-round pick in the 2012 supplemental draft by the Browns. Now, he was in the supplemental draft because he was kicked off of Baylor in July 2011. Yeah, Art Briles just really laying down the law in Baylor. Dummy. And then he was going to transfer to Utah, but then he was like, and then he declared in the supplemental draft was a second-round pick. Now, he really only had one season to note. 2010, 42 catches, 714 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns with some quarterback named RG3. But the size, the speed, he ran a 4.56 40. It was just, you're betting on traits, and if he can keep a good head on his shoulders, keep his nose clean, you think that, okay, you could have a chance here. But, big, strong, physical, great hands. Yeah. Had a good rookie year, but his blow-up year came in year 2, 2013, with Norv as his OC. Norv's work with the 2013 Browns is what got him the 2014 job with the Vikings and Zim. It's just crazy, right? But Josh Gordon, with his quarterbacks are like Brian Hoyer and Jason Campbell. And also I think Brandon Whedon sprinkled in there. 87 catches, 1,646 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Pro Bowler, first team All-Pro. Also is the only player in NFL history to have back-to-back 200-yard receiving games. Like, not Megatron, not Jerry Rice, not Chris Carter, not Fitzgerald, not Randy Moss. Josh Gordon. Yeah. But then he's been suspended 5 times for weed. Also, he actually missed the entire 2015 and 2016 seasons. He's retired twice. Ended up with the Patriots in 2018. It's actually pretty damn decent. About 40 catches, 720 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns in their Super Bowl run. Ended up in Seattle for part of last season, and then December 16th last year was suspended indefinitely. Actually, they refer to it as a ban. Okay, for his 5th substance abuse violation, as well as his first strike with PEDs. Now, the new CBA eliminates suspension for weeds. I mean, they just take your money. They literally just take game checks. So I don't know how that's better, but nah. But Josh Gordon isn't grandfathered in, so he still has to reapply for reinstatement, and will probably still get 4 games for PEDs. A la Holton Hill last year. Well, Holton got 4 games for weed and then 4 games for PEDs, and total of 8, right? But so why the Vikings? Well, A, why the hell not? Just kidding. But A, position in need, position in deed. Also B, still young. I mean, it still blows my mind that he's 29, right? And still extremely talented when he's on the field. Also, the deal will be cheap. I mean, last year he made basically the league minimum with Seattle. Mismatch between New England and Seattle. And also, he's going to be prorated out because he's going to miss at least 4 games. So you take that off the table as well. So the Vikings certainly can afford it, can certainly work it into the cap. And also, I don't think that everyone who can't lay off the weed is just a burnout junkie. Like, even on the old CBA, you were tested on a 2-week window, so you knew exactly when the tests were going to come. So the fact that you couldn't stop, I think that leads to some other underlying issues. And Gordon's even been open talking about it, that I think he does have legit mental issues and deserves help and deserves empathy. And the Vikings are one of the best teams in sports when it comes to resources for mental well-being of their players. I mean, you look at executive director of player development, Les Pico, and the team. They're very proactive, very empathetic about getting care for the player first and foremost. I mean, look how they handled the Everson Griffin situation in 2018. Look how they've handled things with Holton Hill since he came in as a UDFA. You look at Rock Thomas, well, not so much Rock Thomas, but even back in the day, Chris Carter. Like, the reason that he was let go in Philly just because he had alcohol and substance abuse problems, and he got his life and career on the straight and narrow here in Minnesota, became one of the greatest wide receivers of all time with a lot of help from the team. I think Josh Gordon could actually follow a similar career path because there's still time. There is still time for Josh Gordon to get things turned around and just be a positive influence in the NFL. Like, get his life in order, serve his PED suspension, come in for the Vikings, rock it out. Adam Thielen, take him under his wing. He can help show the ropes to Justin Jefferson, BC Johnson. Cousins, play action, deep to Josh Gordon on a skinny post, bang 8. Woo. I think it's an absolute low risk, absolutely extremely high reward proposition with Josh Gordon. That's why every single year this always gets brought up. Every single team would benefit from Josh Gordon, but I think the Vikings are uniquely situated with the resources to actually help this young man. I really do. Yeah. All right, so your thoughts. Vikings need to sign Josh Gordon. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull some of the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.